Don Mattingly, a former professional baseball player and manager, saw his career hampered by persistent injuries, particularly debilitating back problems, which affected his performance and longevity in the game. Occasional attitude issues also created moments of controversy during his tenure. Despite these challenges, Mattingly remains a beloved figure in baseball, celebrated as a six-time All-Star, nine-time Gold Glove winner, and the 1985 American League MVP. Known for his exceptional hitting and fielding, his legacy endures as one of the sport's most dedicated and talented players. Before we go any further, please subscribe to the channel. Oh, and do not forget to hit that like button. Mattingly's 1985 season started off with so much promise, but it quickly turned into a tough challenge due to persistent back problems. These injuries not only limited his time on the field, but also affected his performance when he did play. Fans and critics alike began to wonder if the Donnie baseball they knew was struggling to keep up. There were even whispers questioning his work ethic and dedication. Was he really putting in the effort to fight through the pain and get back to his best? For a player as talented and respected as Mattingly, those doubts must have stung. But anyone who followed his career closely knew that Mattingly was as hardworking as they came. Despite the setbacks, his commitment to the game never wavered, and he continued to push himself to contribute to his team. This tough period became part of the story that shaped him, not just as a great player, but as someone who fought through adversity. When Mattingly was named captain of the Yankees in 1988, it was a huge honor, but it also came with big responsibilities. Mattingly was known for leading by example. He let his work ethic, hustle, and determination on the field do most of the talking. But as captain, he knew he had to step into a more vocal role, and that meant sometimes holding his teammates accountable. He wasn't afraid to speak up, challenge his teammates, or push them to give their best. While this approach earned him respect from some, it wasn't always smooth sailing. Not everyone appreciated his more demanding style, and it occasionally caused friction in the clubhouse. Some players may have felt he was too tough or that he crossed the line. These moments of tension didn't define Mattingly, though. They were a sign of how much he cared about the team and its success. He wasn't content with mediocrity. He wanted the Yankees to win, and he was willing to take on the weight of that leadership, even if it meant ruffling a few feathers along the way. Mattingly's coaching journey has been full of challenges, with each stop presenting unique obstacles. While managing the Los Angeles Dodgers, he often found himself under the microscope. One major criticism was how he handled the pitching staff. Fans and analysts alike felt that he was too hesitant to make in-game changes, especially when things weren't going as planned. This led some to question whether he had the adaptability and decisiveness needed to thrive in the high-stakes environment of MLB management. Even with a talented roster, the Dodgers fell short of their ultimate goals, and Mattingly's leadership was frequently a topic of debate. When he moved on to the Miami Marlins, the spotlight didn't get any dimmer. Leading a team with its own struggles, Mattingly faced criticism for the Marlins' lack of postseason success. Questions arose about his ability to inspire and connect with players, as some felt his communication style wasn't effective in motivating the team or fostering a winning culture. His interactions with the media were also sometimes viewed as guarded or overly reserved, adding to the perception that he wasn't fully in sync with his role. Now in his role as the bench coach for the Toronto Blue Jays, Mattingly has taken a step back from the top job. But that doesn't mean the pressure has disappeared. Some fans and analysts have expressed doubts about his impact on the team. In this supporting role, his contributions are less visible, which has led to speculation about his overall value to the coaching staff. Is he providing the insight and leadership that a veteran like him is expected to bring? Or is he struggling to make a noticeable difference? Despite these critiques, Mattingly's deep knowledge of the game and years of experience keep him in the conversation as one of baseball's respected figures. He's a man who's seen the highs and lows of both playing and managing, and his story continues to evolve. Mattingly showed early signs of being a special talent. Growing up, his natural athleticism and dedication to sports made him stand out. Interestingly, he was ambidextrous, which gave him a unique advantage. In Little League Baseball, he showcased his versatility, pitching and playing first base while throwing both right-handed and left-handed. He was part of the 1973 Great Scott Little League Championship team in Evansville. This was just the beginning of a remarkable baseball journey. Mattingly continued to shine as he advanced to American Legion Baseball, where he played for Funkhauser Postler Marriott. There, he primarily played second base and threw right-handed, further proving his adaptability on the field. But it was during his high school years at Wrights Memorial High School that Mattingly truly made a name for himself. Playing for the Tigers, he led his team to unprecedented success, including a state record 59 consecutive wins between the 1978 and 1979 seasons. The Tigers claimed the state championship in 1978 and came close to repeating the feat in 1979, finishing as the runner-up. Mattingly's individual achievements achievements were equally impressive. In 1979, he was awarded the prestigious L.V. Phillips Mental Attitude Award, recognizing not only his skills, but also his character and sportsmanship. He was named All-City, All-Southern Indiana Athletic Conference, and All-State in both 1978 and 1979. Across his high school career, Mattingly put up eye-popping numbers, batting an incredible .463. Under his leadership, the Tigers achieved a near unbeatable record of 94-91 over 4 years. To this day, Mattingly holds several school records, including hits, doubles, triples, RBIs, and runs scored. His 25 career triples remain an Indiana state record, a testament to his speed and ability to find gaps in the defense. Beyond baseball, Mattingly excelled in other sports. He was a multi-sport athlete, playing basketball and football in addition to baseball. In 1978, he earned a spot on the SIAC All-Conference basketball team, showcasing his talent on the court. After an incredible high school career, Mattingly was offered a scholarship to play baseball at Indiana State University for the Sycamores. While his time in college was brief due to his eventual path to professional baseball, his achievements in Evansville left a legacy that continues to inspire young athletes from his hometown. Mattingly's journey to the big leagues wasn't the typical story of an early-round draft pick destined for stardom. In fact, he lasted all the way to the 19th round of the 1979 MLB drafts before being selected by the New York Yankees. Many teams had passed on him because of a statement made by his father, Bill Mattingly, who told MLB teams that Don planned to honor his college commitment and wouldn't sign a professional contract. But the truth was, Don wasn't particularly interested in attending college. His love for baseball and the dream of playing professionally won out, and he signed with the Yankees, earning a $23,000 signing bonus, a decision that would set him on the path to greatness. Mattingly's professional career began humbly in minor league baseball with the Oneonta Yankees of the Class A short season New York Penn League in 1979. Like many ambitious young players, he set high goals for himself, even hoping to bat an incredible .500 in his debut season. While he didn't hit that mark, his .349 batting average was nothing to scoff at, and he proved to be a consistent and reliable hitter, never letting his average dip below .340 during that season. In 1980, Mattingly took another step forward with the Greensboro Hornets of the Class A South Atlantic League. His bat came alive, leading the league with an impressive .358 batting average and racking up a league-best 177 hits. His outstanding performance earned him the League MVP award and a spot on the postseason All-Star team, solidifying his reputation as one of the Yankees' most promising prospects. By 1981, Mattingly was playing for the AA Nashville Sounds in the Southern League, where he continued to shine. He hit .316 for the season and led the league with 35 doubles, showing his knack for making solid contact and finding gaps in the defense. Once again, he was recognized for his efforts, earning a spot in the Southern League All-Star Game and being named to its postseason All-Star team. Despite his success at the plate, there were some concerns about Mattingly's game. Scouts and coaches questioned his speed and his power potential, wondering if his hitting alone would be enough to carry him to the majors. In 1982, while playing for the AAA Columbus Clippers in the International League, Mattingly kept making his case for a promotion to the Yankees. He batted an impressive .325, earning a spot on the league's postseason All-Star team and finishing third in the voting for International League MVP. Late that season, Mattingly's consistent performance finally paid off, and he was called up to the majors, marking the beginning of a legendary MLB career. Mattingly's major league journey officially began on September 8, 1982, when he made his debut for the New York Yankees. He came in as a late-inning defensive replacement against the Baltimore Orioles. A few days later, on September 11th, he stepped up for his first at-bat against the Milwaukee Brewers, but it ended in a pop-out to third base. Then on October 1st, he finally had a moment to remember. In the bottom of the 11th inning, facing the Boston Red Sox, Mattingly notched his first career hit, a single to right field off pitcher Steve Crawford. While he only managed 2 hits in 12 at-bats that season, it was just the start of what would become an incredible career. In 1984, Mattingly stepped into the spotlight as the Yankees' full-time first baseman, and he made the most of the opportunity. He batted an outstanding .339 that year, earning a spot as a reserve in the All-Star game. But the highlight of the season was his dramatic race for the American League batting title against his own teammate, Dave Winfield. Heading into the final game of the season, Mattingly trailed Winfield by a razor-thin margin, just 2 points. On the last day, Mattingly delivered an incredible performance, going 4 for 5, while Winfield went 1 for 4. Mattingly edged out his teammate to win the batting title with a .343 average, compared to Winfield's .340. Mattingly didn't just win the batting crown that year, he dominated in almost every offensive category. He led the league in hits with 207 37 and doubles with 44, showcasing his ability to make consistent, hard contact. He also hit 23 home runs and drove in 110 RBIs, finishing second in slugging percentage and fourth in total bases. His ability to avoid strikeouts was impressive too, as he ranked second in the league in at-bats per strikeout. By the end of the season, Mattingly had firmly established himself as one of baseball's best hitters. If 1984 was his breakout year, 1985 was the season that turned Mattingly into a superstar. He followed up his incredible performance with an MVP-winning campaign that fans still talk about. Mattingly hit .324, smacked 35 home runs, and drove in a league-best 145 RBIs, a number no left-handed hitter had reached since the legendary Ted Williams in 1949. His 21 RBI lead over the next closest player was the largest margin in the American League since 1953. Mattingly also led the league in doubles with 48, total bases with 370, and extra base hits with 86. He was second in hits, second in slugging percentage, and third in intentional walks. His ability to produce in clutch moments was unmatched, batting an incredible .354 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Whether it was delivering a key hit, driving in runs, or finding the gap for extra bases, Mattingly was the heart of the Yankees offense. Known for his stellar defense, Mattingly won 9 Gold Gloves, even playing briefly at positions like second and third base, despite being a lefty thrower, a rarity in baseball. In 1985, he had one of his best seasons, setting franchise records and leading the league in hits, doubles, and RBIs. By 1987, Mattingly was rewriting record books, hitting home runs in 8 straight games and smacking 6 grand slams in a single season, still a shared MLB record. But injuries, especially back problems, began taking a toll. His power numbers dipped after 1990, though he remained a consistent hitter and defensive anchor. Mattingly finally reached the playoffs in 1995, delivering an emotional performance with clutch hits and a memorable home run. Sadly, it wasn't enough, as the Yankees fell to Seattle in the ALDS. After the season, Mattingly retired, just missing the Yankees championship run in 1996. Even though Mattingly never won a World Series with the Yankees, the team still honored his legacy by retiring his number 23. In fact, he's the only Yankee to have his number retired without a championship ring. It's a testament to his impact on the team and his place in Yankee history. After retiring, Mattingly stayed involved in baseball, first as a special instructor for the Yankees, then as their hitting coach. Under his guidance, the Yankees set a franchise record with 242 home runs in 2004. He later became the bench coach, but didn't get the Yankees managerial job in 2007, which went to Joe Girardi. Mattingly then moved to the Dodgers, where he served as hitting coach and later a special assignment coach. He played a key role in the Dodgers' back-to-back NL Championship Series appearances in 2008 and 2009. In 2022, Mattingly joined the Toronto Blue Jays as bench coach and was promoted to offensive coordinator in 2024. However, after that season, his role returned to bench coach. When Joe Torre retired at the end of the 2010 season, Mattingly became the Dodgers' new manager. He got some managerial experience by leading the Phoenix Desert Dogs in the Arizona Fall League that same year. Mattingly's debut as Dodgers manager was a 2-1 win over the San Francisco Giants in 2011. Despite a tough start to 2013, Mattingly helped the team bounce back, winning the NL West and reaching the NLCS, though they lost to the Cardinals. He finished second in Manager of the Year voting that season. In 2014, Mattingly signed a 3-year extension with the Dodgers and led them to the playoffs 3 straight years. However, after the 2015 season, he and the team mutually agreed to part ways. Mattingly then became the manager of the Miami Marlins in 2016. In his first year, he helped the Marlins win 79 games, their best record in years, and in 2020, he led them to the playoffs for the first time since 2003, earning NL Manager of the Year honor. After the 2022 season, Mattingly stepped down from his managerial role with the Marlins. Mattingly wasn't the fastest or the most powerful player, but his pure hitting ability and commitment to improvement made him stand out at every level. It's a story of perseverance that resonates with baseball fans and aspiring athletes alike. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure to subscribe to Baseball Icons so that you never miss an update. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check this one out too.